If my country continues with the road is moving, we're going to fail. Because the country right now is trying to be part of the fight instead of taking advantage of the fight. If my country, Colombia, in the years to come, focuses on its potential, you know we hold 5% of total fresh water in the world? You know we are the third most biodiverse country in the planet? Do we have everything related to energy? We can be energy independent. We have oil, coal, gas, sun, wind, and geothermal power. All these can be combined. In addition to that, we are one of the largest food producers to the future. We have 42 million hectares to cultivate in the country, and we're only using 15. So imagine what we can do with the next 30
Everything
million.
you've described is you need investment.
That's
to
what we
add
need.
value
You know
and
what?
create value chains,
If we
basically.
partner with the UAE, we partner with this part of the world, we partner with all the competitors, what a country like Colombia can become is one of the most prosperous in the next 20 to 30 years.
Does that mean turning your back on the United States, or
No,
do you want to partner with the US?
It's actually partnering also with the United States in the issues of national security, on technology, on education. The United States continues to be the 30% of everything. Our investment, our trade, our tourism, and our cooperation. So why not?
Do you feel like you have to pick a side?
What is that?
That you have to pick a side?
Well,
align with the global south and China, align with the United States.
I would put it in a different way. Colombia has been in the side of the United States for 200 years.
Yeah.
And that will not change mainly. Let me explain. There's culture, there's geographical positioning, etc. But what happens here is that there's a new place in the world, Asia. And there's a new place in the world, the Middle East. So why we should just be in one region? We can look to the whole world. And that's the kind of connectivity a country like Colombia can play. You know what? I'm a realist, but at the same time, I'm an optimist.
Yeah.
And I'm saying here that, if we take advantage of what is going on for Latin American countries, but specifically for my own country, Colombia, we can really be thinking on big futures. That's the way I see it. Now, we will keep being democratic. We will keep being, believing in freedom. We will keep believing in the same values that we have shared for years with the West. And that part is not going to change mainly. But in the rest, we have an incredible opportunity.
Becoming more sort of global south. Because, by the way, Juan Carlos is also in the presidential race in Colombia, which really important because, you were spelling out your vision on how to tap into your natural resources and the incredible opportunity. But you've got this existential question, aligning yourself or teaming up because you need the investment.
You said very well, when two elephants are fighting, you don't want to be in the middle of those elephants.
You don't want to be the grass, you want to be the tree.
You want to be on the side, you want to take advantage of the situation and advance as much as you can. As I said before, we have a very strong relationship with the US, and I think we got to continue to build onto that one. Why not? But then there's a reality in Asia, there's a reality in China that, of course, we need to find out how to best, suit ourselves for that. But I think we got to think on our own self. The first thing a country like Colombia needs to do is make sure that it has law and order, security, because if we don't bring that, we're not going to be trusted for investors. We're not going to provide the quality of life that we need for our own people. Second, we need to attract as much investment as we can. I have to tell you, one thing I've learned from UAE and the vision they had here is that they were able to bring as much investment as they could worldwide. That's what you need to do. You need to become trustful. You need to become a steady place so money can come and then you can create jobs and create prosperity. And thirdly, I think that I see very clear is all of us, and that includes my country, Colombia, but includes the world as it is right now. We're just seeing, and I just came out of one of the panels on artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and all the realities that are happening in technology. Look, we need to focus on our own countries in a very pragmatic way to make our people as competitive as we can and as participant of those kind of economies. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. In the meantime, there's a lot of marketing. I see my friend Liu, saying a lot of things from the China perspective. If I go to a friend in America, they will say things.
Not China perspective.
There's a lot of marketing going on worldwide. I respect that. And I think that's useful and important. And I think, there's a lot of realism on your analysis as well. But there are other experts saying multiple things. Countries like mine, instead of focusing on fight, gotta focus on the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think my country, Colombia, you know, if we correct the road, if we move into a better path, we're gonna be really moving to greatness. In the next 20 years, Colombia is gonna be one of the big stories in the world.
And I will come and visit and cover those
You
stories.
will,
I
you
will
gotta
be
come.
there.